Hey, how's it going? My name is Alex, and welcome to another episode of Collector's Corner. This weekend is the release of the new Ninja Turtles movie directed by Michael Bay. Today is actually Saturday, August 9th, and the movie came out yesterday, August 8th. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it later on today with my wife. Really excited. Even though a lot of people were kind of up and down about Michael Bay directing it, in my opinion, Michael Bay and the way he directs and the way he has stereotypes actually is probably going to work for a Ninja Turtles movie. It didn't work with Transformers, all that slapstick and stereotype, because the characters were too serious. I don't want to say they were already well known, because the Ninja Turtles are already well known, but characters like Optimus Prime, like Megatron, Courage, Mean, Angry, Brave, these things kind of didn't mesh well with his type of slapstick comedy, even with some of the other characters. Some did, some didn't. But when it comes to a Ninja Turtles movie and it's lighter and that's what you expect, I have a feeling Michael Bay might be the right guy for the film. Because with action, you already know he's pretty good at the action scenes. I just hope his scenes aren't as close. They're a little panned back more. I hope the story's pretty solid. Because those are things, unfortunately, Michael Bay doesn't do too well. But I have a feeling it's gonna precede most critics' expectations, only because you're willing to accept more of a slapstick type feel and more stereotypes from a Ninja Turtles movie than you would a Transformers movie. I have a feeling that's the way it's gonna go. And to be honest with you, I saw a lot of like red carpet premieres, and then they needed Megan Fox because there's really no one else they could put out there in front of the camera. Michael Bay, yeah, he's the director, but it was a smart move to put her in. She doesn't really bother me being April O'Neil. That character was never really solidified as what kind of character she should be. She was a reporter. She was, she knew the Turtles. She helped them, protected them. But Megan Fox doesn't really bother me. Being in the movie, she didn't bother me in Transformers, and when she was there and when she left. So I kind of have the feeling the same thing's gonna be equal for the Ninja Turtles movie. Which actually leads me to what I wanted to show today. I picked up 3 different versions of Raphael. I picked up the Michael Bay version, the Nickelodeon version, and also the Classics TMT version, which is actually, I think it's my favorite. I haven't even opened these. I haven't looked at them. I just want to check out the different stages of the toy. I wanted to pick a character I like. He isn't my favorite character, but he's my second. My first is Michelangelo, only because growing up I related to him. He was just smart ass. He was good with nunchucks, and I was little, and I always just loved the nunchucks. Don't ask me why. And then Raphael was second because he was the badass. The sides were cool. Leonardo and Donatello I love too, but those two were my favorite. But I picked Raphael in particular because when it came to the set of Michael Bay's 4, I actually liked the way Raphael looked best. So I use that as a reference. I don't have any of the NECAs to compare or the original 1990s. I wish I did. It can kind of show a nice evolution, especially the NECAs showing what they used to look like, and then the way they originally came out in the 90s. But I just picked these 3. I wanted to just get it's more of a comparison than a review. Just kind of where the Turtles came from and where they're heading to. I don't think Michael Bay is actually going to be the last person to regenerate the franchise. I don't think it's going to die anytime soon either. Knowing him, he's probably already working on 2 or 3. But yeah, I just wanted to show how the toys look, and also my favorite out of all the Ninja Turtles line. The Classics is my favorite, and I know they just redid the movie one, but I'll talk a little bit more when I show you. But that one just for me has everything from the old and the new, and what I kind of see in my head. So I'll go grab all the Turtles. We'll do the comparison, and I hope you like it. So in honor of Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles movie coming out, or actually came out yesterday, it's out today. I decided to do a little review / comparison of these Ninja Turtles. I unfortunately do not have an original 90s line or the NECA line, which I think are 2 important ones as far as judging where the toy and the figure and the franchise has started to where it's going. But I think these three are a great representation of where we're at now and what we had. Um, I really, I really like these three figures. I can't wait to just open them right now. I don't own any of them as far as all four of the sets. So when it came with Raphael, the reason I picked him was because out of all of them, I liked Michael Bay's Raphael best when it came to all four. If you look on the back here, you could see Michelangelo has these weird like pants going on. Donnie kind of looked, I don't know, he just didn't look right, you know, he kind of like half skirt, a long scarf, just didn't sit right with me. Leonardo's actually not bad at all. He has some footwear there, which, I kind of like the way Ralph's are, just kind of like some almost half moccasins. He just looked more badass, more, I don't want to say normal, just more cooler looking in my opinion. So I picked him as a reference to go and get the other ones, to do like a little comparison. They're all made by Playmates. They're all relatively coming out around the same time. These came out a few years ago. They stopped and they re-released them. These a couple years also, maybe two. And all the lines are still going when it comes to these. These have a lot of characters in the Nickelodeon cartoon. When it comes to these four, though, for the Nickelodeon ones, I saw a great review on all four and the differences in between each character, different shades of tone for their skin, their shells. Their shells were sculpted different. I just thought for $8.99, $8.99, you got a lot of toy and a lot of cool articulation and attention to detail. And sometimes you could find them for $6.99 if you're lucky. But for me, this one seems somewhat like what I favor to a classic. It comes from they get the inspiration from the 88 cartoon series. So this is kind of how I picture them. This is how I remember them. But I'm not going to hold judgment. I'm going to hold a little bit of judgment on that because I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy Michael Bay's movie, which in turn, true collectors, you enjoy something a lot, you tend to enjoy the toy a little bit more. So with that being said, let's crack open all these Raphaels and see what they look like. Alright guys, I didn't even get past the first package before I was really thoroughly impressed. Not only does he come with a nice set of weapons here, which I thought was real cool, some Chinese stars, a half a sai. I don't even know what those things are called. I know they're an ancient weapon. I kind of look at them and I think of a bat lift a little bit, only because I'm a big Star Trek fan. But really cool that he comes with extra weapons. But, man, this toy is awesome. Awesome. The coloring, the detail, he's nice and massive. He's got great articulation. Knee bend. His stand's really cool. You know, I like that he's got big feet. I love how he could grab it. He's got good grip on his sides. You could put him through his fingers, kind of like I did right there. Backwards. Just great detail. Has the slots. I mean, for $8 and for about $9, this toy is awesome. I might just go, I start work at 5, I might just go to Target and pick up the others, because he's bad, man. Junior, now I know, Junior, my boy from comicsremix.com, now I know why you're a big Turtles fan, because these things are dope. Okay, man, really wish I had bought these before. I saw a lot of people tell me about them. Great detail, man, a lot of sculpting, a lot of marking. I like the face. Pretty massive for a little toy, heavy. Oh, man, great color. Jeez. I've been missing out, man. I've been worried about all these other toys. Great. There goes my whole speech about what I'm going to do when I'm older. Looks like I'm going to have to make another video about that later. But that's the first one, so let me start and work on opening the other ones. Here's the Classics Raphael. Really cool. I love this scale more than the other ones, even though, like I said, this is such a cool figure. I'm more of the 6-inch scale one. I like them. It matches with all the other figures I've owned. This has over 36 articulation points, which is very cool. Actually, it's 34. Was actually 33. I actually had a little QC problem. I had to run them under hot water. Comes with the nice base stand. Most of the people who are huge Ninja Turtle fans already have these, probably working on the movie ones. But I don't. I mean, even the toes articulate separately. I mean, that's really cool. Got the double jointed knee. Really cool. A lot of articulation. The fingers, yeah, individual fingers too. You can throw up the gnarly sign. It's pretty cool, man. I love the face. If I remember, all the faces are different. Pretty simple on the back. Kind of what I like. Simple, clean. A little top heavy, but his feet are big enough where you don't have to, not too hard to balance him. Here he is next to the other Ralph. Pretty cool, man. Really, really cool. Here, his size go in the front. With this Raphael, they go in the back. I really don't. I guess I kind of like them in the front. Get to see him, pose them better. But yeah, let's get this Michael Bay one open and see what he looks like next to these guys. So the Michael Bay figure actually is very, very cool. Totally different molds from the rest. The other two, I thought these two molds might have been a little more similar, but they're not. Totally different. A little less articulation when it comes to the legs coming up because of the cape he's got here. And there's nowhere to put his size. His knees do bend. His feet don't, though. That's weird. But I don't think you need them too much. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if they did. You got the arms that go to 360 and the elbow. No wrist swivel, but pretty cool. His head does turn. He does have a different shape. His neck comes out. If you look here, it comes out a lot curved. But, you know, that's how they are. That's how they're portrayed. Stands well. You know, has good balance, has good size. Also a massive figure like this little guy here. I love the cartoon shape he got here. It's just really, really cool. Here he's got the more of the grimace without his teeth. And then up here, this Ralph has the grimace with his teeth. Kind of like the smiling one better, to be honest with you. I'm looking at 3 different Raphaels, all by Playmates, but all very different. I could honestly say, after looking at all 3 of these, I could actually go out and buy the rest of the line for each of them. At least the 4 main turtles and maybe Splinter and Shredder and a couple foot soldiers. Although the foot soldiers for this line wasn't fond of at all. This line, they look awesome. So does the Shredder. And they're making a Shredder for the Classics line, which I can't wait. That's going to be cool. But they did a real good job of having all 3. And usually when you get so many of the same type of franchise toy, you're like, I don't want this or that. But this works well, man. Just like an Optimus Prime. They keep making different Optimus Primes and you keep wanting them. When it comes to the regards of these, I would like a set of these. These I would like to see what the other guys look like. And definitely want these. So I don't feel, even though it's the same franchise, same characters, I don't feel like I had the same toy. So that's pretty cool. That speaks a lot in terms of how good the characters are and how solid the franchise is. I'm probably going to finish off all the lines of these 3 for sure. I really like them. I think they are all a little different in height too, which is cool. These guys look a little taller. Different color. I mean, yeah, I would recommend anyone who doesn't have them. I mean, true Turtle fans probably have some of these already, or maybe all of them. But I don't know if these guys have all of them, like as far as all 4 of every set or all of them. But that's pretty cool, man. That speaks a lot, because I honestly made this video thinking I wasn't gonna finish the set of at least the 4 of them in him. Or maybe him, and man, this guys I really want. These guys I already knew. The Classic line I already knew I was gonna get. I wanted. Bebop and Rocksteady look awesome, and now that they're getting Shredder, kind of evens out 3 to 4. Actually, I think they're also getting Crane in the body, so you'll have 4 against 4. So that would be kind of cool. And these guys definitely, if I gotta base it off Raphael, I do like his meanness. I think after the movie, which I'm gonna see later on tonight, I think that I'm actually going to want to come get these anyway. So I'll get them. You know, I'm definitely getting them. I think I'm going to go get them all. And at reasonable prices too. These pretty much the same price, $8.99, $8.99. But I was really impressed with this guy, man. These guys, I can't wait to see the other ones. These guys are really, really cool and don't take up a lot of shelf space. And just look pretty bad. You know, they're not as tall as I'm used to or I like. But they have really, real cool detail. And I can't wait. So, I hope you guys enjoy. If you have seen it already, I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, I hope you guys will. I know I'm looking forward to the movie tonight. I can't wait. You know, and the Ninja Turtles, I don't think are going anywhere anytime soon. They got a great character base. They got a great storyline, and it's a story that could be told in different, with the same story that can be told through different eyes and different times. The '80s, they were a lot more knucklehead, and then they came out with a cartoon a few years back that still had the same character base, but they were more serious. Were more involved with the art of martial arts, and it's just so many layers with the Turtles: humor, fighting, family, friendship. It's just like any good story, man. I just don't understand why people don't get nowadays. You put a good story, you start off with a good base, and everything else tends to take care of itself. You don't go backwards by characters, by doing things half-assed, like, or trying to change a classic. I mean, these are all based off, you know, even perfect example, Michael Bay was trying to do something a lot different. He may have succeeded, he may not. But I mean, like, this is a perfect example of they stuck with the classic look, the style. So what if it's redone? You put a little detail and effort in it, and it's still a good toy even today, and kids are still gonna love it. This is more my version of it. I mean, we're basically looking at the same thing, just in different age brackets, I guess you could say. But overall, the Turtles are timeless, and I hope you guys enjoy the movie. Hope you guys enjoy just little comparison. Like I said, it's not really a review. It's more just this episode was more just to, you know, embrace the Turtles and enjoy what's coming up for them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Catch us on comicsremix.com on YouTube, and we will see you on the next show. Peace.
I cannot stay here too long before my machine friends will become nervous and do something rash.